Hello, everyone. Welcome to another installment of our Providence College Writing Center DWC Resource Series. I'm here with Dr. Steve Smith from the History Department. Today, we're going to be talking about the importance of drafting and revising. So, Dr. Smith, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, Sean.
So the first question is sort of a straightforward one. What is the importance of drafting and revising in the writing process to you? Why shouldn't students just send their paper in once they finish writing the conclusion?
The revising process, the editing process is arguably more important than the drafting process because students will oftentimes just not do their best work the first time through. They'll do their best work as they revise and revise and revise.
I think that one of the things that first year students especially struggle with is how to talk to faculty about getting help for drafting and revising. How would you recommend students approach faculty for getting help on these kind of things?
My advice to students would be, as soon as you get a prompt from a professor for a paper, sit down and start writing it. And then once you get a draft done, send your professor an email and ask them, hey, would it be okay if I stop by office hours to go over a draft with you because I'm interested in getting your feedback? So you can get some constructive feedback before the paper is due and before a grade is on the line. Never hesitate to send us an email asking for help. That's what we're here for. Quite frankly, if a professor says no, that's a problem.
What are 2 or 3 things that DWC students really should focus on, either writing concepts or ideas while they're drafting and revising DWC papers?
My advice to students is to always overdo it with textual evidence. Try to aim for 2 to 3 passages from the text per paragraph as a way to really make your case. It'll make your thesis much stronger if you have an enormous amount of textual evidence on which to draw from. I often find that especially freshman students will anchor an entire paragraph on one passage from a text, and that's just not enough. I always advise my students to read their papers out loud just to get a sense of how it sounds, because they'll catch grammatical errors, they'll catch strange sounding sentences much better if you read it out loud. The other thing that I would encourage freshmen to work on is really focus on topic sentences. Because topic sentences set the agenda for the entire paragraph that follows. So make sure you have strong topic sentences that frame out the paragraphs really well. And my other advice would be to not write your introduction first. Write your introduction and your conclusion last. Do all the research in your text first. Write the body paragraphs first. Write topic sentences first. Go back, reread what you've already written, reread it several times. Then and only then would you write your introduction and frame out your argument.
I think the last question that really comes to mind is, how do you actually know when you're done drafting and revising? You've done this. How do you know when you actually should finally hit send?
I don't know if you ever really know, Sean. I struggle with knowing when to hit send myself. I think going through it at least twice, if not 3 times, is advisable to get a proper analytical paper in good enough shape for other eyes. And you should always seek out assistance from your professors, seek out assistance from a friend, and above all else, go to students like Sean at the Writing Center for help editing your papers.
Awesome. Well, I think that just about wraps it up. Thank you so much, Dr. Smith. We really appreciate all that great advice. This has been another installment in the Writing Center's DWC Resource Series. Keep a lookout on our webpage for more of those to come, and feel free to stop by anytime in the writing process with us. So thank you. Sweet.
Awesome.